Nothing beats a basket of freshly fried fish and chips, and this is how I make it. Alright, today I'll be making two sauces. One is a spiced vinegar, and the second one is a tartar sauce that I've made from scratch. And both sauces are very easy to make. So first thing we're gonna do is a tartar sauce. Okay, 1 cup of mayonnaise. You can also make your mayonnaise from scratch. Ain't nobody gets sad with it. 1/4 cup of sour cream. Alright, then we have some relish. I'm using dill, but you can also use sweet relish, to be honest with you. Then zest of a full lime. Whenever I add citrus juice, I really like adding the zest as well. Might as well utilize the whole fruit, you know what I mean? But totally up to you. Some lime juice. Capers that I have drained. Now we have some fresh dill right here that we are going to chop. You can also use dried dill if you want the shelf life of the sauce to be longer. The fresh herbs really cuts the richness of the mayo and the acidity of the pickles. That's why I like adding fresh herbs to my sauce. We're gonna finish it with salt, black pepper to taste, and a little bit of sugar to taste, also for balance. Now we're just gonna give this a good mix. The longer the sauce sits, the better it tastes as well, because the flavor develops. So if you can make this in advance, the better. Not only reduces your workload, it also makes a better product. Now for the Filipino style vinegar. Okay, we're going to start with our red onions that we are going to cut with the grain, nice and thin. Now I have some serrano peppers. I couldn't find green Thai chili peppers, that's why I'm using this. I'm just gonna cut them in half. Then I'm just going to peel a bunch of garlic. Now we're just going to give it a little light tap, just to make the extraction of flavor easier. Now I have 2 cups of vinegar right here, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 2 teaspoons of sugar. Or to taste, okay? If you don't like it sweet, don't add sugar. If you don't want to add any salt or sugar, don't do that. Okay, for the container, preferably use a glass bottle, okay? You can use any glass bottle. This is what I have. And place your garlic or onions, or serrano pepper, and some red Thai chili peppers. Some whole peppercorns, then the vinegar. Now this pairs perfectly with lumpia, fried fish, fried pork, fried beef, fried chicken, anything fried really. Fried tofu is also very good. You can use this immediately, but obviously it gets better over time. You don't have to refrigerate this and it lasts forever. All right, for our fish, we're using cod. I think that's pretty much a standard fish for fish and chips, you know? But obviously you can use whatever you want. Cod can be pricey sometimes, so you can use any white fish, you know, tilapia, whiting, flounder, perch, whatever you can afford or prefer, okay? Doesn't really matter. All right, now we're just gonna season this with some kosher salt, both sides, black pepper, and a little bit of garlic powder. Now we're going to make our batter, which is gonna be our coating. This is gonna be like a tempura-esque batter. So all you need, 1 cup of flour, chicken powder or consomme powder. If you're looking for restaurant quality flavor, this is what you're gonna need. Tiny bit of paprika, garlic powder, black pepper. Now you're going to need some beer. I'm using Coors, but I suggest just using any cheap beer. Or if you don't want to consume alcohol, or you're not allowed to consume alcohol, even though it gets fully cooked, so technically you're really not consuming alcohol, you can use sparkling water. All right, now we're just gonna pour the beer into the batter. We're going to mix until very smooth. It's also important to have the beer as cold as possible, right? Because the colder the batter, the better it gets. Okay, I'm gonna shamelessly admit that I'm cheating today and I'm using frozen fries. But this really isn't a French fry video, think about it. The main focus is the fish and the sauce, okay? I promise you I'm gonna make a French fry video next time from scratch, if it really makes a difference. Now we're just going to fry our French fries. I'm also going to mix some sweet potato fries in there. Now that it's golden brown, I'm gonna take it off. Just place it in a wire rack to cool down. It's always better to place it on a wire rack so that the excess oil drips, right? And it doesn't make your fries greasy. Or anything you fried, really. Then we're just gonna season this with some kosher salt right after we fry it. Okay, we have plain flour. We have our seasoned cod. Lightly coat it in the plain flour. The flour coating will act as a glue to the batter. All right, now we're just going to coat our fish in our beer batter to make sure everything is coated. Then we're just going to fry our fish. You see that? That is beautiful. Perfectly crispy and fried. Now with our spiced vinegar. Oh, that is so good. Whenever you get fish and chips, you don't really expect complex flavor, you know? But it's a feel-good dish. If you have it right in front of you, you know, freshly fried fish, some good tartar sauce and vinegar, you're in for a good time. That's what I love about fish and chips. And I hope you guys have the same experience when you make it, and let me know if you like the recipe. All right, guys, we've reached the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button. But if you loved it, please hit that subscribe button. We're posting new videos every week. And as always, full written recipe with the measurements on the description down below. Hope you guys give this a shot. And if you do, let me know in the comments how you liked it. Be honest, okay? We can always get better. See you next time. Take care.